We are one adventure at a time. Dave, Carrie, and Rudolph. We are excited to start our third year of full-time living and traveling in our tiny home on wheels. Join us as we travel North America, exploring and sharing the beauty around us. If you've ever traveled across South Dakota on I-90, you have undoubtedly seen hundreds of signs for Wall Drug. Opening in 1931 and now attracting 2 million visitors a year, we gotta check this out.
All right, so we parked the van and this is the main strip right down through here. But first things first is we got to go to the post office and get these calendars mailed off. And look at the handful. This is our first order and going out today. I'm not a big tourist kind of person, but I do prefer this kind of style. This reminds me of Tombstone, where all the shops are little tiny and they're all on the side of the road like you would expect back in the old days. I prefer this over any kind of mega mall type shopping any day. All right, Carrie's done at the post office and now it's time for fun to visit some stores.
Yeah.
This is the store that I wanted to see. The rock hounding store. I've made my own arrows before, but this really shows you how you can put them together. We went and ordered in less than 4 minutes. Our order was done. What did you get, Carrie?
I got the chicken bacon ranch because I'm original. I can't do anything else.
And let me see the size of that chicken.
It's pretty good.
It looks giant. All right, that's cool.
And you got barbecue ribs?
Yep, barbecued ribs and beans and a roll. So. My favorite store there, and Carrie's favorite store, was the Dakota Outlet with all the authentic made Indian craft stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking for an authentic Native American flute. And I've yet to find one that I like.
Yep, we'll keep looking. It's fun.
The hunt is on. You've arrived. So.
It's cool. You wouldn't even know what this was.
Maybe even more famous than Wall Drug is our next boondocking location, referred to as The Wall or Nomad View. It has been on our radar for years.
Today we are in southern South Dakota, only about 5 miles away from Interstate 90. I don't know if you can tell right now, but it's extremely windy, so I hope you can hear me okay. And we are 1 mile away from the Badlands National Park. So this area here is a top-rated boondocking area known as the Wall. And there are several dozen places to free camp here. You got grasslands on one side, and then you have the Badlands right down the hill on the other side. Now while we're here, we hope to go explore the Badlands National Park since the entryway is less than a mile away. We pulled in late yesterday evening and there was no wind, so we were able to get the drone up, and it's a good thing because we would not be able to fly it today. And right away we're spotting bighorn sheep right down the hill from where we're camping here. And then Carrie woke up early in the morning and spotted some pronghorn and decided she would go sneak up on those, and it was hilarious. I wish I would have had that on video. I'll have her tell you the story.
So there's a herd of pronghorn or antelope just over this little ridge. They're fast. And the only way I'm going to be able to sneak up onto them is if I do a belly crawl, which seems very fitting for where I am. So let's see if we can sneak up on these pronghorn. Okay, we're getting closer. I don't think they've seen me as yet. The wind is blowing behind me, so they won't be able to smell me. As long as Rudel doesn't see me and come running. Well, evidently they did see me, because they're gone. Good mornings from South Dakota and the Badlands. Can you tell how windy it is? Super excited to be here. I'm really excited to see some bighorn sheep, which Dave just saw one down here in the valley. So I'm gonna walk out on this little path down to the end and see if we can just watch them for a while I have my morning tea. And of course, Rudel's out of the van because he wants his ball. You know what's gonna happen. He's gonna roll it down and it's gonna go all the way to the bottom. So we're not getting the ball. Let me show you. Come on, Rudel. Come on, let's go for a walk. Look at this view. Beautiful. It's going to be 65 degrees today, which is A very nice treat for the first week of November in South Dakota. I'll take it.
It's extremely windy outside right now and our van's just shaking back and forth. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable, so I think we're gonna just move the van and point the van directly into the wind so we have better aerodynamics, because I just feel like the van's gonna lift up off the ground or something. So I do want to go outside, and I've got this little gauge. I'm going to be able to see how hard the wind is blowing right now. It's forecasted to blow even stronger, but let's go outside, check it out, and get the van moved as quick as we can. This is a pretty handy tool right here, and right now it says the wind's blowing 25 miles an hour, and the highest gust I've seen so far is 35, and that feels pretty darn strong. I know that doesn't sound like it, especially if you're used to hurricanes, but it's time to move the van facing right into the wind to just make it less of a chance of getting blown over, because it feels like it's going to. This little gadget is really awesome. It's a little mini weather station. Now my brother got me this over 4 years ago, and it's pretty cool. It tells the wind speed, the elevation, the temperature, the dew point, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now Carrie and I like to go outside and play a game where we guess how hard the wind is blowing, and almost every single time we guess wrong. And at least I do, especially like a day like today where the wind's blowing 25 miles an hour. It feels like it's gonna blow you over off the ground. I probably would have guessed 40. So it's nice to have this to keep us in check. We are actually on the same battery after 4 years of use. So I'm really impressed with this item. If this sounds like something you'd like to check out, we'll leave an Amazon link for it and you can find out all the information on it. It's super fun, and this is not sponsored video, this is just something that we like.
We are going to attempt to go into Badlands National Park. This is what happens when you go to places off season. It's cold and windy, but you still got to do it.
Yeah, there's no snow on the ground, so we shouldn't have any problem driving through there. And there's a free campground in the national park, so we want to check that out and see if it's somewhere we want to stay. We've only found 3 national parks that offer free camping.
I know, that's pretty cool.
So I think it's awesome.
I'm really hoping to see some tatonka today.
Yeah, see some bison.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go check it out. Hello. Do you know if the campground is open at Sage
Creek?
Sage Creek.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
This is Sage Creek Campground in the Badlands National Park, and it has 22 campsites, pit toilets, lots of trash cans, and these little sheltered picnic tables. And this is all for free. So pretty cool this time of year. We are in November right now. Because of the weather and the temperatures, I'm guessing that's why nobody else is in the entire campground. And there's a creek running off to the side. We've already seen some deer and lots of these guys. And this guy's talking to me right now. This is awesome. What a great place to stay for free. I won't get any closer. I'll stay away. I'll stay away.
What do you think, Dave? Should we stay here or should we keep going?
Well, I do like this campground, but it's one of those cold, windy days. I just feel like we should keep exploring and get some more good views of the Badlands.
Maybe we'll catch a sunset over the Badlands.
Yeah, I think it'd be worth it to continue on and then just see where we end up.
Okay, so this campground is 14 miles, the opposite direction of all the main attractions.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's go back and see the main attractions.
Okay.
And do we know where we're staying tonight?
We don't know.
We don't know where we're staying tonight. Okay, it's an adventure.
Yep, we'll find
Wait,
out.
it's an adVANture.
adVANture.
adVANture. Okay, let's go. How big his head is.
Wow. Wow. That's the closest I've ever been to one. This is the first big pullover that we've taken, and there's bighorn sheep right here. Carrie's sneaking up on one that's right on this the edge, or a couple there. I don't know if you can see her in the distance. This is awesome. This is one of the only parks I've ever been to where the wildlife is by far outnumbering the people that are here to visit. This is breathtaking. I feel like in this particular case, I don't even need to fly the drone, which I couldn't do if I wanted to because it is national park, but this is amazing. So glad we took the time to come explore. Doesn't matter which direction you look. It's beautiful in every way.
We thought it would be very fitting to end the video here. I didn't expect the Badlands National Park to be so stunningly beautiful.
I know, this is the first national park that I've ever been to where the wildlife outnumbers the people, and it's just, it's amazing.
It could be that it's November.
Yes, well, that could be.
So let's talk about the free camping, boondocking on just outside of the park. I think most people call that the wall. You can get any size rig in there, but it's going to be very challenging to find a level spot. And there are some hazards. I'll let you tell about the hazards.
Well, the hazard is if it rains or snows, it's going to be very difficult to get out of there because
Yes.
that mud turns very slick.
Yes.
So, but if the weather's good, you can get any size vehicle in there. Like Carrie was saying, you cannot have any fires. There's no toilets, so you have to have a self-contained rig,
Yes.
basically, to camp there. And it is considered national grasslands, which is a lot like national forest.
And it's notorious for being windy, so be prepared for that.
Yeah. I think it's a great location because you're close to the town of Wall.
Yes.
And you're very close to the entrance to the Badlands National Park, which you will want to check out.
Yes. Now, we were getting 2 and 3 bars of Verizon LTE. If you have a newer phone that supports 5G, I was getting 2 bars of 5G with my iPhone.
Yep. We think it is a very good, friendly place to have a pet or a dog. Just keep an eye on them because some of the areas are steep and it could be dangerous if they chase their ball down the mountainside.
Or they chase the bighorn sheep. So
Yes.
in the spring and summer, there are quite a few bighorn sheep there, and you won't want your pets chasing them either.
Yep.
Okay, so let's come into the national park. This is the 3rd national park that we have found free camping in.
Yes, if you stay at this campground in the national park, it's called Sage Creek, and there's about 22 locations there. There's pit toilets, there's garbage cans, there's picnic tables. It's very pretty, remote, and quiet.
And hundreds of prairie dogs.
Yeah, and if you come in November like us, you will probably be the only ones in the campground. Now, I'm not sure if the road gets maintained in the winter, if there's snow on the ground. I've got a feeling that they close the gate and don't let you into that area of the park.
And we did read that they don't let larger vehicles into that area, so you might check that before you go in there. I believe it said 18 feet.
It is a national park, so if you have a pet, you will have to keep them on leash.
At all times, yes. Now, at Sage Creek Campground, we saw bison, we saw a coyote, we saw a skunk, and we saw thousands of prairie dogs in the very short time we were there.
Yep. And nearby antelope as well.
Yes, very true.
So it's awesome. We definitely recommend this. We hope you come here and visit. Whether you stay at either of the 2 free campgrounds, I think you will enjoy.
Yeah, the park is absolutely stunning. I will say check your weather forecast. It can be hazardous in the winter and it can be hazardous in the summer because it gets very hot. Yep. But definitely a stop I would recommend.
Absolutely, me too.
Okay.
We hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you come here and see as much wildlife as we saw and enjoy.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Happy boondocking.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron or check out our new merchandise at advantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.